Retro Jordans have continued to reign supreme in 2022. Headlined by predictable superstar silhouettes like the Air Jordan 1 and Air Jordan 4, the Jumpman also continue to resurrect unfairly maligned models like the Air Jordan 3. From player exclusives to heavyweight collaborations, there were the Jumpman certified slam dunks in 2022. So in this video, we're going to talk about the top 5 Air Jordans 2022 releases. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 5. Jordan 1 Georgetown. Undoubtedly one of the best and most anticipated drops of the season, the Air Jordan 1 Georgetown aka College Navy draws inspiration from Michael Jordan's college days. Though it helps mark the 40th anniversary of the championship game and thus MJ's title-winning moment over the Bulldogs, the release doesn't celebrate the victor. This offering of the Air Jordan 1 features a gray base upper with navy overlays and rubber outsole. White wings, logo, tongues, and midsole complete the design. The upper features premium flat leather, the aforementioned Georgetown colors perfectly married with the classic color blocking style, while a nylon tongue features a slight yellow tint hinting at the spongy interior padding. The interior lining and insoles are matching with the college gray, while the midsole is clean cut with white. The Air Jordan 1 High 85 Georgetown also comes with a folded card detailing the technical design specs of the shoe, while an OG-style shoebox is likely part of the set. The neutral's blue tone complement is placed over top, coloring in the swoosh as well as the adjacent overlays. Number 4. Jordan 3 Fire Red. It seems like every year a beloved Air Jordan shoe from the vault returns in its original glory, complete with all the details that made it a classic when Michael Jordan wore it with the Chicago Bulls. In 2022, the Air Jordan 3 Fire Red became the latest original Jordan sneaker to receive a proper retro release. The modern Fire Red features elements that call back to the look of the original release, including iconic Nike Air branding and more period-correct shades of Fire Red, accenting and gray elephant print. Originally released in 1988 as one of the original 4 releases of the Air Jordan 3 that also included the white cement, black cement, and true blue colorways. The Air Jordan 3 Fire Red retroed back in 2007 and 2013, both featuring the Jumpman logo on the heels. For 2022, the Fire Red Jordan released in OG form featuring the gray on black elephant print and OG Nike Air on the heels. One of the OG colors of the Air Jordan 3, the Air Jordan 3 Fire Red, features a supple white leather upper with a collar, midsole, and eyelets highlighted in Fire Red, while gray neutrals and the signature elephant print accent the rest of the eye stays and toe counter. The leather upper is pretty on par with what you can expect from Jordan brand when it comes to the Jordan 3. The majority of the shoe is covered in tumbled leather that feels nice and pliable in the hand. The smooth leather that's found wrapping around the lower portion of the shoe is decent. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. Number 3. Jordan 4 Ama Manere Violet Or. The Air Jordan 4 is one of the most recognizable sneakers of all time. In recent years, Ama Manere has become a regular Jordan brand collaborator. They again joined forces in 2022 to create the Air Jordan 4 Ama Manere. The sneaker features violet ore throughout the upper and overlays, excluding the black heel tab featuring Nike Air branding with "It's not about the shoes, it's about where you're going" printed on the inside of the tab. Co-branding is seen on the tongue tag with the quilted liner once again, making an appearance of an Ama Manere x Air Jordan collab. AMM branding is seen again on the hashtag with a sail and black midsole and violet ore outsole finishing of the sneaker. Other details include Nike Air heel tabs, a polished branded emblem on the lateral collar, a kilted sock liner, and insoles. It's about where you're going and it's not about the shoes. Text is hidden behind the back pull tabs and co-branded tongues, hang tags, and special packaging complete the design. Number 2. Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Reverse Mocha. The Travis Scott Jordan 1 story began as a high-top silhouette in late 2019, but has now become one of the biggest grails in sneaker history, set the foundation for Travis Scott to unleash his creative potential and reinvent the Jordan 1. After months of not seeing another silhouette on social media, Scott took it a step further and released the low-top version in the early 2020 as a surprise SNKRS drop. Sneakers drop, that is. With both sneakers now reselling for unpayable amounts, the world needed more Travis AJ1s. The Fragment Low and High that were released were alternative, but it's not like there were any realistic chance of coping those. The upper combines a brown suede base with ivory leather and a Houston Rapper signature reverse swoosh on the lateral side, featuring oversized dimensions and a neutral cream finish. Contrasting scarlet accents distinguish a pair of woven Nike Air tongue tags, as well as mismatched Cactus Jack and Retro Wings logos, embroidered on each heel tab. A vintage off-white rubber midsole is bolstered with encapsulated Nike Air cushioning in the heel and brown rubber outsole underfoot. Its upper is constructed with the Mocha Durabuck base, white leather overlays, and signature reverse swooshes. Hits of red on the Wings logo, heel embroidery, and woven tongue label give a sharp contrast to the design's neutral look. The muted appearance of the design is sharply contrasted by red accents on the woven tongue label and the heel embroidery of the Wings logo. A worn-out Air sole then provides a retro touch. If you've been a fan of LA Flame's reverse swoosh brown tonal arrangement previously, the sneaker is probably the aesthetic epitome of your shoe hunt. Reversing the colorway was perhaps one of the greatest ideas from Jordan's design team in a long time. The premium nubuck brown base is covered in light gray calfskin paneling across the shoe, which adds a lighter and cleaner look. To reduce some blandness of the shoe, minimal striking cardinal red details can be found on the tongue and in the form of stitching on the heel, with mismatching Jordan Wings and Cactus Jack logos standing out from the tonal background. Number 1. Jordan 1 Lost and Found. The Air Jordan 1 High OG Lost and Found is not only one of the year's best sneaker releases because of its Chicago-inspired look, but also because of the storytelling concept tied to its classic design. Inspired by mom and pop sneaker shops that sold the original Jordan 1 Chicago back in the day, the Lost and Found features details that would have appeared on the OG Jordan 1 had you come across it years later in the storage rooms of said shops. Fittingly, every pair is unique, even if the differences are subtle. As part of their research, and the Jordan brand design team studied unworn pairs of the original to comprehend the shoe's aging process. They discovered the most common signs of aging were cracked and faded ankle collars, yellowed midsoles, and dried leather toe boxes, details that inform the throwback iteration. The Fox Age look of the collar replicates the cracked leather that appears on almost every vintage Jordan 1 from 1985. Cream laces and cream midsole also replicate the look of the shoe that sat unworn for an extended period of time. Its packaging features a mismatched shoebox lid that nods to the fact that many independent sneaker shops stored the OG Jordan 1 rather haphazardly back in the day. It goes without saying that all of these details amount to one of the year's best and most thoughtful releases. Thus, the Lost and Found version of the Bulls-inspired kick has bigger tick energy than, say, the Air Jordan 1 High Walt or the Air Jordan 1 High Poland. And then there's the packaging. The mismatched lid and the dusty weathered look of the box further add to the story of an abandoned pair of shoes, one that intends to transport you back to the simpler days. To exaggerate the nostalgia, the shoes come with a retro receipt and spurious sales stickers and are wrapped in tissue that harks back to the old sneaker advertisements. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment with your thoughts below if you liked the video. Remember to subscribe to our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back with another video.